Hi, welcome to Hospo Health. I'm Larissa and we're talking about mindfulness. So a very big component of mindfulness is how we pay attention to things. Mindfulness actually means paying attention intentionally with an attitude of openness and curiosity. So when we hold a mindful attitude, it is the way in which we're paying attention to things and the present moment experiences. I think the best way of explaining that in a practical sense is how we actually pay attention. How do we pay attention to things? We know what's going on around us through our senses. And so the information that's coming to us from the world outside arrives with us through our vision, our hearing, our smell, our taste and our touch. And we make sense of this information through a sense called interoception. So we know how we feel because of the information that's coming into our body and the way in which we process that information. So paying attention actually means, in the moment, actually means tuning in to the information that's coming through our senses. So essentially, if in an attitude of mindfulness, when we're holding a mindful attitude to the information that comes through our senses, we are intentionally being open and curious about what's happening in that moment. Curiosity is really the antidote to judging and fear. And so if what we're experiencing is somewhat uncomfortable, if we decide intentionally that what we're going to feel, we're going to be curious about this sensation, then we can hold the information that we know about our experiences in a different way, in a more mindful way. We're also, in that process, holding that information and we're accepting it. So what we know is that we can only move forward by taking a step from where we are, right? So we need to accept that what's going on is going on, and then we can take a step forward once we know and understand how we feel about what we're experiencing. So I'm just going to take a moment now to cycle through some of the senses with you. And when we get to the end of this video, there'll be a bell and you can either continue doing this practice or you can move on. So just taking a moment to notice what you can see. What's in your field of vision? And what else you can see? Maybe tuning in now to what you can hear. There will be sounds that are close and sounds that are a long way away. Tuning into a sense of touch, maybe the clothes that are on your skin, maybe the feeling of your feet on the ground or your bottom in a chair if you're sitting. Sensations of touch, the temperature of the air. Maybe even now noticing a smell that you can detect or not. And maybe a taste. It's taking some time now just to settle in for a few moments and tuning in to the information that comes through your senses with this mindful attitude of curiosity and non-judging and accepting. It is what it is. Thank you.